Most people think that Doberman Pinschers are aggressive guard dogs that can't live with families. However, if you know what you're doing, this breed can be one of the best family members that you'll ever own. Very protective, very trainable, very loyal, but you have to understand what this breed needs in order to actually thrive. Today, we're going through everything you need to know about the Doberman Pinscher. Originally developed in the 1800s in Germany by Carl Friedrich Louis Doberman, the Doberman was originally designed to be a tax collector's guard dog. The Doberman breed was developed from a mix of German Shepherd dogs, Rottweilers, German Pinschers, Greyhounds, Manchester Terriers, and a few other breeds to develop the Doberman as we know it today. So what does this mean for someone that's getting a Doberman Pinscher? It means you're getting a dog with very high drives and a high level of intelligence. This is not a dog that's just gonna sit around all day and lay on your couch. This dog has purpose and drive, which means you have to be dedicated to giving it daily mental, physical exercise and fulfilling its natural instincts. The core temperament traits that you'll find with the Doberman are that they're very loyal and bonded with their family. They're typically referred to as Velcro dogs because they love being right next to you, which means healthy separation training is a must. They are intelligent and highly trainable. They're generally confident when you raise them well, usually alert and aware of their surroundings, in addition to being energetic and very athletic. Are Dobermans good family dogs? Yes, they can be, but you have to make sure that you're raising them and training them properly. Anytime you're introducing a Doberman into your family, always follow good introduction protocols, especially if you're introducing the Doberman to a family with children, or if you're expecting children. Let's say you get your Doberman first and then you have a couple kids along the way. When you have your kids, you need to make sure you have very clear protocols on introducing the Doberman to the kids and their development in life together. With other dogs, Dobermans are generally easy to get along with, especially if you've done your socialization right. However, they do have a tendency to potentially be dominant, so make sure you understand how to communicate with your Doberman. That way you can tell them if they're feeling a little bit too dominant, you can tell them to back off when needed. A lot of times people ask the difference between a working line and a show line Doberman. Working line Dobermans are bred for their drive, athleticism, and their working ability. They tend to have a higher prey drive and a higher energy level in general. They obviously excel in protection sports and working roles, and they have a higher need for your daily exercise, both mental and physical, than a show line Doberman would. A show line Doberman is bred to the breed standard, have a need for your daily mental physical exercise, but they may have a lower drive level. They can obviously still do sports, they just have a less intense drive, which may mean that they could be more suitable for a family simply looking for a companion dog. So which Doberman line is right for you? Well, if you have an active lifestyle, if you're a serious handler, or you want to get involved in dog sports, a working line Doberman might be ideal for you. If you're looking more for a companion or a family dog, then a show line Doberman might be best in your situation. In any case, both lines need proper training and structure. So how do you find the right Doberman breeder? Health testing is non-negotiable. You'll want to look at their hips, their heart, and to see if there's any type of diseases or other problems in their bloodline. Meet both of the parents if possible so you can get a vibe on their temperament, and obviously avoid backyard breeders. Now let's talk real quick about Doberman health and lifespan. The average Doberman lives to be about 9 years old, with the oldest ever recorded Doberman living to 17 years old. 75% of all the oldest recorded living Dobermans all ate either a fresh food diet or a raw diet. And don't forget that proper nutrition, exercise, and preventative care do matter. What are some of the common health issues that you could potentially expect with a Doberman Pinscher? Well, first of all, we have the heart disease, DCM. You also have von Willebrand's disease, which is a bleeding disorder. You'll need to watch out for Wobbler syndrome, which is a neck and spine issue, in addition to hip dysplasia and hypothyroidism. Because of the Doberman's large chest, they're more at risk of getting bloat, which is when the stomach twists. You can avoid this by not exercising your dog before or after they've had a meal. Usually 30 minutes is a safe time period. So after they eat, wait 30 minutes before you take them outside to exercise. If they start running, that stomach can twist. It can actually twist over itself. When that happens, it's a life-threatening emergency. So you want to avoid bloat with Dobermans or any large-chested dog. What are the physical exercise requirements of a Doberman Pinscher? Well, as you know, they're very active dogs. So just expecting them to sit around your house all day isn't gonna cut it. And it won't cut it either if you plan on just letting them out in your backyard. You need to make sure that you're spending about 1 to 2 hours per day of dedicated physical exercise for your Doberman. This can be combined with mental exercise, which we'll get into here in a little bit. But for your physical exercise, your baseline should be a solid walking routine with a structured walk, which means your Doberman should be in some type of structured walking position, not pulling on the leash. We prefer heel position, but there's other options out there as well. Another way you can help to physically exercise your Doberman could be with some games like playing fetch or tug with them, or brain games as well. You just have to be careful when you're doing high intensity exercise to not overwork your dog. And we also have another video on our channel that I'll link below to where you can go to review our protocols for exercise in general. If you don't give your Doberman enough physical exercise, you could create behavioral problems from the excessive energy that they possess. Now, just as important as our physical exercise with a Doberman is going to be mental exercise with the dog. Mental exercise is working their brain. So the way we prefer to do this is combining our physical and mental exercise together. That way we can get it all done at the same time. But mental exercise could be things like doing obedience drills, doing brain games, having your Doberman use their nose to try and find things, or seek out their fetch ball. There's a bunch of different ways you could utilize brain games to your advantage. And again, I'll link to a video below in the description where you can find a whole variety of brain games that we've developed in one of our videos, in addition to obedience drills that you combine with your daily physical exercise, whether you combine it on your walk, you combine it in a fetch session, or you combine obedience into your tug sessions. We've got videos on all that, which you can find on our channel and the links below, but this is going to be very critical with a Doberman Pinscher. A lot of people ask questions about Doberman guard dog and protection training, so I'll cover a few of them here. Don't forget that your Doberman is a naturally protective dog, so it's going to be a great deterrent for your family naturally. Be careful when you're starting off trying to get involved with guard dog and protection dog training, because you want to make sure you have the right trainer you're doing that with for your dog if you decide to go that route. But in most cases, if you're looking for a deterrent for your family, allowing your Doberman to bark and then teaching them to stop barking on command and returning to you on command is going to be what most people need. But let's say you're going to do protection training with your Doberman. What age could you start? Well, if you're working with a good trainer and this is your game plan, you can actually start some protection training as young as 8 weeks old and slowly develop up their protection work. But if you're going for a high level protection dog, a sport dog, or a high level guard dog, you'll want to start as early as possible with a reputable trainer. Because Dobermans have the tendency to be known as the Velcro dog, they are prone to separation anxiety. So how do you prevent this from happening? First of all, as soon as you get your puppy used to that healthy separation. This is going to go hand in hand with your crate training. Make sure you have small sessions where your puppy is going to be separated from you deliberately in their crate. Also, you could go with an X-pin in some situations depending on your puppy and depending on your goals. But you want to make sure you have a way to create healthy separation between you and your puppy. As time goes on, you can further develop healthy separation with continued healthy separation sessions and independent commands like a place command that can be very convenient in your house. Is a Doberman right for you? Well, if you're a first-time dog owner, it's definitely possible, but you have to understand what you're getting involved with when you get a Doberman, which is why you're watching this video right now. You have to understand your daily mental, physical exercise requirements and realistically understand that you're getting a high drive dog that's going to need that daily work. You're not going to have a dog that's just going to be lazy and lay on your couch all day. The ideal Doberman owner is an active person with plenty of time for exercise and training. They can be consistent with rules, boundaries, and leadership in the home. They're committed to the training and socialization needs of a Doberman, and they're ready to take on the costs of the vet expenses, the food, the grooming, etc. that a Doberman requires. If you want a low maintenance pet, the Doberman Pinscher is probably not right for you. So if you want to work with an expert team that's highly experienced in training Dobermans, you can hit us up at the link below. We'd be honored to work with you. So if you have a Velcro dog, Doberman, and you're potentially experiencing some separation anxiety issues, or you want to learn how to prevent separation anxiety from happening when you get one, check out this video right here. I'm going to teach you everything I need to know about separation anxiety, and I'll see you there.